Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Logan, aka the Army Vet Trucker. If it's your first time here, I am an extra board line haul truck driver for a company called ABF Freight. Today we are in Dallas. We're all set up here. Got all of our stuff all loaded up and ready to roll. We're heading up to Waggoner, Oklahoma. We are meeting, I believe it to be a Kansas City driver. We have a meet up there in Waggoner, and I guess this guy's gonna go ahead and go. That's all right. I've been sitting here, so a lot of drivers just sit there and don't realize when we're ready to go. But we're heading out here on Irvin Boulevard, gonna go up here to Commonwealth Drive, maybe? Well, shoot, what is it? Now it's telling me to go a different way. We're heading up north to Waggoner. We're gonna go on 75, and downtown's all clogged up, so now it's telling me to go a different way right as I pulled out, but that's all right. It's probably getting worse. It's a Friday afternoon today. It's 3 p.m., and we got called at the noon call block, way late in the call block, to like 12:50, and the only reason we wouldn't have normally gotten called, but the reason that we did is because that this run was called to another extra board driver, and that driver, his physical, I guess, was out of date or something of the sort, and so by the time that they had figured that out, it was pretty late in the call block, and I was available to get called, and so they called me, and here I am going up here getting some good miles in. It's about 260 miles up that one way, so it'll be a little over 500 total miles for the day, and that's pretty good because to be honest, it's been kind of a slow week this week. I came back from Albuquerque on Sunday, and I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday morning, and Monday was Labor Day. So let's see here. I can't get up in this turn lane. Go. Kind of blocking both lanes, but that's all right. We're sitting here anyway. But yeah, I came back from Albuquerque on Sunday. Monday was Memorial Day, and I was expecting to work that day. I was available, but it's just freight was slow, and you know, so I sat on that Monday, and then Tuesday morning I got had an appointment. But they did call me on Monday. They called me with the Corpus Christi laydown Monday night at 9 p.m. and I would have taken it, but like I said, I had a doctor's appointment, so I had to pass on it. And so I passed on it, went to my doctor's appointment, and then was kind of hoping to get called after the appointment. Didn't get called, and you know, things have been just kind of slow. And oh shoot, what did I wind up doing on Wednesday? I did a Odessa laydown on Wednesday and Thursday, and then here we are on Friday. And Thursday was my birthday, so I got my birthday holiday pay. I actually requested the day off, so I got my holiday 8 hours of pay for then, and then I got my 8 hours of holiday pay for Monday since I didn't work on Monday. So it ought to be leveled out to be a pretty decent week, but you know, miles wise, it's definitely going to be lacking. But this helps with it, just get the last little 500 miles to level out the week. But anyways, we're gonna get up here, get turned. It looks like it's getting me on, is that 114? No, that's 35E north up to Denton. And no, I doubt we're going to Denton. I think it's gonna take us, I can't look at it right now because I'm driving, but I'm gonna assume that it's gonna take me on 35E up to 635, and then we're gonna go on 635 over to 75, and then north up to the Oklahoma border, up to Durant and all that way. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut off with y'all and get up on the road, and I'll catch back up with y'all here in a little while. Alrighty guys, here we are coming into Waggoner, Oklahoma, getting to watch a pretty little sunset here. Hope you guys got to enjoy it with me. Pretty nice little drive here. I always like this drive on 69 coming through Oklahoma. It's pretty nice, get to go through some small towns, not as, I don't know, mainstream I guess as going on 35, because last time I went to Kansas City I went up north out of Dallas on 75. And instead of going that way, coming back from Kansas City the next day after I laid down there, I came through Wichita, Kansas, and Oklahoma City on 35. And it seemed like it was a lot quicker. You know, it seemed faster, but it's just, you know, main interstate highways, they're good and bad at the same time. So I'm not sure if this guy's gonna be here or not when we get there. I would assume he would be, but I'm really not too sure, because the situation, I kind of touched on it earlier, you know, I was picking up this run from another driver that, you know, was supposed to be taking this run, and I don't know at what point they found out that he had an expired medical card, but, you know, at any rate, they were supposed to leave at a certain time, and then they had to call me, and that's, you know, so I'm probably, you know, hours late to the meet. So, but I'm not sure, like, if when something like that happens, if the dispatcher from Dallas will call Kansas City and be like, hey, this meet's running late, you know, don't send your guy or don't call your guy for another hour or two. So I'll talk to him when I get there and see, like, what the situation has been, because, you know, I hope he hasn't been sitting there waiting for me for 3 hours. But, you know, sometimes that does happen, so we'll just have to see. But I'm gonna come up here and we'll play it by ear here and see if he is here already or not. And if not, then I'll show you guys. I'll drop the set and then wait on him, and then if he's already here, I'll cut the camera off and then show you guys whatever I can. But at any rate, we're gonna just keep this thing moving here, get over here in the left lane. We meet at a I wish we met at this QT, but I don't think this QT's a truck stop. Back there in Muskogee, there's a QT that's a nice truck stop, and that's where all the other carriers meet. Old Dominion, I've seen them meeting there, and a couple other carriers. And you know, the first time I came out here and did this meet in Waggoner, I asked the driver, I was like, why do we meet here in this town and not back there in Muskogee? And he said, well, that shorts you guys about 20 miles. And they'd be like, I'd love that, but that would give us 20 miles and take away 20 miles from you. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to complain anymore. So, you know, is what it is. So it's this Phillips 66 that we stop at here, and it's a tiny little truck stop, so it's not the best setup for meeting. There's a little spot right there in the back that, yeah, so he's already there. You can see him back there, and this RV is going to be in my way a little bit. Kind of blocking the lane. I didn't expect him. So the truck entrance is the next entrance. He's probably going, oh, he's going to Taco Bueno. But I'm going in up here to this entrance right here where that Land Rover just went in. Wait until it's clear here. Yeah, this truck stop's not bad. It's small, but sometimes the smaller ones are better. It's got a water hose over here by the truck island, and I can wash off this nice bug that came right and hit right into the windshield, so ought to be pretty nice. But since this guy's already here, guys, I'm gonna meet up with him and talk to him and get swapped out, and I'll catch back up with y'all whenever I have a chance. Alrighty, guys, we just got all swapped out here with this other driver. I just don't like to film whenever we're doing the meets like this, just to respect the other driver's privacy, you know. I know not everybody's gonna like to see a camera right in their face and everything like that, you know. This is our set. We're taking back down to Dallas. I'm about to hook up to it, and then we're gonna probably pull up into the pumps. Well, I'm gonna walk around and check all my tires and everything, and my lights and all that good stuff, check for leaks, and then we're gonna pull up into the fuel island. I'm gonna come rinse off my windshield. Get it? Nope. There we go. Oh yeah. Not at that time. Utility light on, all that jazz. You guys are gonna be heartbroken. I lost my hammer. My good old faithful tire hammer. So my steel toes will have to do just fine. I left it in one of my tractors, and you know, it's just a weird thing for me. I never had one before, so I wasn't in the habit of keeping up with it. So some other drivers got themselves a nice little stubby hammer, and I'll have to rely back on my my old steel toe, which it seems to do the trick just fine. I know our tractor's still good. We'll check it anyway. Everything looks good down there. I'm gonna feed it, once I get the gear up, I'll feed it some air and we'll check for leaks. Alrighty. Let's get these lights on, override the shutdown, air, 4 ways. Light up there is good. Marker light, clearance light, marker light, mud flap. Both our tires are there. Got brake lights, turn signals, clearance lights. Man, this is an old gear. This thing's probably might be twice as old as I am. Who knows? Looks like it's good to go though. That's all that matters. Doesn't look like we have a mud flap here. Doesn't look like we have a mud flap there either. From what I understand, as long as it's not the rear axle, the rearmost axle, or the tractor axle, you're good. But looks like we're all set down there. You guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong about that mud flap thing. That's just what I've always known, but if you guys know better, let me know. Good to go. Mud flaps are both here, back here, no air leaks. Good to go. Good to go. Everything seems in order here. We got both our seals, everything's locked up. Good to go. Somebody commented on one of the videos saying about the steer tires, me kicking them. You know, you kick the tire to make sure it's got air in it, but I never even really thought about it. If your steer tire doesn't have air in it, then it's going to be flat. So kicking it really doesn't, you know, what does that do? Kind of funny. I'm gonna pull up here, wait for this guy to go on. I'm gonna pull up to the island here, and they got a water hose here at this truck stop. Sort of the benefit of some of these smaller ones. Loves wouldn't really be able to get away with something like that, really. That thing would be tore up in a heartbeat. Just pull up in this one, that way I'm out of the way. And then after we're done here, I'm gonna run inside. I still gotta spend a little bit of time here to get my reset for my brake. What is a squeegee at? that bug that was right there in the middle of the windshield. Wasn't doing me any favors. I always like to get the headlights too. These Freightliners, whenever you use the wiper fluid and you're driving down the road, they spray fluid all over. Well, it comes off the windshield and just kind of curls around the cab and then gets all over your dang windows. Kind of a little bit of an engineering flaw if you'd ask me, but whatever, I guess. Back here. That's where I found it. There we go. That ought to be a little bit better. Well, alright guys, I'm gonna head in here. I gotta buy me a couple things and I'll chime back up with y'all here in a minute. Alrighty, just like that, we're all set. Actually, got the hose all wrapped back up all nice and neat, and got back in the truck and realized I was out of wiper fluid. So I whipped the water hose back out and decided to fill up the old tank, and got plenty of wiper fluid now, and ought to be all set to get on the road back to Dallas. Gonna be probably about 4.5 hours, saying we're gonna get there a little bit past midnight, so that's all right. Don't mind that. This gas station's a little bit hard to get out of. There's a stoplight, I think, down there a little ways that will help us out possibly, but we'll just have to see. Regardless though, I'm gonna get back out on the road. I'll catch back up with y'all here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, just like that, here we are back in Dallas. I'm about to pack up all my stuff here, throw it into the old Honda over there, and head to the house. I'm Might be a few days or longer for the next video. I got drill this weekend for the National Guard, so that's where I'll be this weekend. Might slow me down editing this video, so it might not come out till later next week, and then the next one after that, who knows? So you guys will just have to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. That way you guys can tell whenever the next video goes up. Let me know too, guys. I know these videos are starting to get a little bit repetitive, but you know, I just keep pumping them out just so you guys can get as much of an accurate picture of what it's like to do this and how it is. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see in particular, like specific, then just let me know and I can try to accommodate it as best I can. But with all that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Smash that like button, and if you like the type of content that I'm putting out and you want to see more in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then last but not least, if you have any questions, concerns, or feedback you'd like to offer up, feel free to drop a comment below. And then also, if you want to talk on a more one-on-one basis, feel free to send me an email. It's always down in the description, guys. With all that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.